Maine Knows How. Brought to you by A&G Shooting, Modern Woodmen of America, Mainly Handrails, Pine Grove Programs, Digital Spirit Media, and J.W. Parks Golf Course. Maine Knows How.
Well, Lenny, thank you for coming for the Sportsman's Challenge. It's the first time we ever did it. We don't know how it's going to turn out, but thank you very much for coming all the way from Vermont with Timmy Baldock and Greg Jakes to help sponsor this so we can help more veterans, policemen, and firemen for free.
Well, I want to help out because here's what happened when I grew up. I was a flag waver big time. I was patriotic. I was good at shooting everything around the house, cans, bean cans, don't matter.
Yeah.
I used to go squirrel hunting with 22 shorts. So I grew up being really patriotic.
Mm-hmm.
When I turned 18, they lugged me downtown and they stuck me on this great big bus.
Yeah.
And I said I'd hit everybody I could think of, wave goodbye because I'm going to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got on the bus and they took us to Manchester, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
Went through the whole physical and stuff, and finally we get to the end and this guy tells me that I was a 4F'er. You flunked. I said, well, how can I flunk? And I tried to explain to him how I can run and walk all night and day. I'm a great shot, even though I'm only 18 years old. Well, you're not going because if we send you to Vietnam, and I had acme. I had a bad case of acme. So they said, that's why you're 4F'er. So 2 people was on the bus on the way back, and I was one of them.
Yeah.
And I was actually embarrassed because they didn't take me.
Yes, sir.
Because I was so patriotic, I wanted to go do what I could for my country.
Right.
And come to find out, it was a blessing that I didn't go.
Yeah.
So I think the big guy in the sky said, Lanny, you ain't going. You've got a good heart. You don't need to go shoot anybody.
Right.
So
He had other plans for you.
he did.
Yeah.
Through my whole life, and you and I have talked about this a bunch of times, the big guy up there has helped me a whole bunch. And I'm not really, I don't go to church, but I know there's something to this. Because ever since I can remember, every time there has been a problem in my life, the big guy comes along and helps me out with it.
Yep.
So I think that when you do a lot of good deeds to fellow man, I think somehow you get repaid.
I agree.
And that's happened to me my whole life. I was in New Brunswick deer hunting up there quite a few years ago. And that's when the tire went into 2 different counties.
Yeah.
I told you that story, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, you got big tires on back then, and the nuts, the bolts weren't big enough.
Right.
When I raise the truck, goes bang on the ground, and the tire goes right by us, right down the road, right out of sight. And I looked up, and there was a sign right there where I stopped. One county's here, and the other county's over there. And I said to the boys, that tire went in 2 different counties right there. I said, now tracking. Who wants to track the tire down? I sent 2 guys. I said, here's your practice. You're tracking right here. So they started tracking that tire. Went right out of sight and in the woods. We didn't even see where it went in the woods.
No.
So they had to do their tracking thing. So now they come back with the tire. See, and this is where the big guy comes in. So they said, boy, this is going to screw up our hunting day. And I said to them, I've been in predicaments like this before. And somehow it always turns out okay. I said, just hopefully today is one of those days that somebody comes along and helps us fix this thing, even though we need brand new lug nuts and we need a jack to jack it up. Well, I no more got done saying this, and a blue truck comes down the road and he stops. He goes, holy man, your tire's blew off there. And he's looking at, geez, you need lug nuts and bolts. He said, well, guess what? I got a garage down the road. I'll be right back. And he comes back with the bolts and nuts and a jack.
Oh, my God.
And we're back on the road within 15 minutes. See, the big guy again helped me out.
Yeah, he did.
So I can tell you a lot of stories about the big guy.
Yeah, good. I like them.
So you want another story?
Sure, why not?
Well, I was deer hunting in one of these states. I don't remember exactly which one it was because my memory kind of has gone blank right now. So I can't get arrested tomorrow.
Right.
We're pitched in a tent, and we had 2 old guys out here camp with us. This is way back in the 70s. A long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 70s was a while ago.
Yeah. I was just a kid back
Me
then.
too.
I was full of all that other stuff, you know, where you pee around the trees and that kind of stuff. I was full of that. The vinegar also.
Yeah.
So the old guy says to me, Lenny, I know that you pass up a lot of bucks, and I can't walk good in the woods anymore, and I'd really like to go home with a buck. Could you help me with the buck somehow? I go, yeah, all right, I'm gonna try to help you out. I'll either take you with me or you'll get a good buck somehow.
Yeah.
So I was getting ready to leave, and the other old guy comes up when the other one disappeared, and he wanted me to help him too, the same thing.
Same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there, everybody left. Everybody drove off. They all went, brand new snow behind the mountain right here, and the tent is right here, but here's the mountain range right here. Nobody went up in here. They all went that way.
Yeah.
I said, well, shit, man, I'm just going to go up behind the tent here because everybody's gone.
All right.
I walked up the logging road, maybe from here across, right about halfway across that field, and a buck track going that way, across the logging road. So I followed it in the woods. I get in there, and there's a doe and another buck. And then these two bucks have been fighting a little bit over this doe. Never heard of such a thing. So I go, pow! I shoot the 8-pointer.
Yeah.
Got him out real quick, and I said to myself, where'd that other one go?
Yeah.
Well, he headed back towards the logging road that I was walking up. Caught him before he got to the logging road, let him have it.
Yeah.
So then I went back to camp, and I told the first old guy, I said, you walk up that logging road, and you'll see where I went in, and you go in there, and you'll find your buck. Then I found the other guy, and I says, you'll see where I went in. Well, just keep going up, and you'll see where I came out. You walk in, you'll find your buck. Well, that night they had them 2 bucks all hung up. I was talking to camp. Them old guys shot them bucks right next to camp. Well, they were heroes.
Oh, boy.
Now, that could be just a story I told, but it could be the truth.
Yeah, well, we don't know. You guess you'll have to judge it yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty good.
So you got any more questions, or
Yeah. Son of a gun.
want to know what I had for breakfast?
Probably same as me.
No.
No.
I went in there and I got those little cheese crackers, and I had two. They call them toast crackers.
Yeah.
They're about this square.
Yeah.
Had 2 of those. That's breakfast.
That's breakfast.
Yeah.
Wow.
They weren't bad.
No. Maybe lunch will be better.
Yeah, I'm open.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
Oh, I can't wait to play a game of golf today.
Yeah.
I'm going to go golfing.
Good. Good. I hope you do. And bring some of these gentlemen with you.
Well, I just want a faster golf guy. Here's the thing I got to tell you about. I went to this show way over on the other side of New York, and that big woods buck guy that works with him there, I can't remember his name, big tall kid.
Yeah.
We got the arm wrestling and stuff, and he beat me arm wrestling. I was a little disappointed, but I'm almost 80, so I can't complain too much.
Right.
I give him a struggle for a little while.
Yeah.
So then we decided to have another contest, going to race golf carts.
Race golf carts.
Yep.
Yeah.
He come whipping up in his golf cart, telling me how fast it was, but he had a flat tire, so he had to switch. Had to switch to another one.
Yeah.
Just then somebody pulled up and left their golf cart and went over there, so I jumped in that one.
Yeah.
I didn't get permission. I didn't steal it. I just
borrowed it.
Yeah, I just borrowed it. So him and I raced up around the corner and raced back, and I won about that much.
Yeah.
So
That was enough.
we're tied now,
Yep.
1-1.
Yep. Good job. Son of a gun. Wow.
We went around the corner. I got the inside. That's where I got
You
him.
got him on the inside.
Yeah, I did. He's a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, that's funny. Wow. Well, geez, crony. Well, you can never tell when the big guy helps us out. So many times, it's just ridiculous. So, you two in a pickup is dangerous.
Dangerous even in a suburb.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys dropped one through the bridge someplace.
Oh yeah, landed right. Oh yeah, Shane. You know that's funny too, because right at the end of the day, Shane was telling me that how he was pretty happy because I didn't scare him much all day long doing
Right.
4-wheeling and stuff. And of course, I'm looking at him. He's looking at me talking, and there was a snowstorm, that slippery snow, that wet snow, and the corner went just like this on a bridge, and there was no things on the side of it. I couldn't even tell there was a bridge there until I got right to it from here to there.
Right.
Because the small brook was coming down. It looked like the road went this way. Well, it didn't. It went just like that.
Wow.
Well, I put the brake on. I slid right up to the ridge. Front tire dropped over it. Then it slowly went boom.
Oh, boy.
Landed right on its side.
Right on the side.
About 6 feet, 8 feet down. And I remember we're like this, and the door's here. And I looked at Shane down there. I said, "Did it scare you that time?" He looks at me, "He's you asshole."
Oh, boy.
That was funny. We've had some adventures.
Yep.
And I went over there to thank that guy again but he's on vacation.
Yep. Yeah.
That LaValle guy.
LaValle, yep.
He fixed me right. I had it going the next day.
He did. Yep. He'll work hard he does a lot for people in town. He does work for them, and he said, "Well, you pay me on time," and he helps them out a lot.
Yeah, he's a good person. He always got me out of a jam when I needed something done.
Yeah. So thank you very much for coming. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate coming too. Thank you for asking us because I want to help out the veterans if I can.
Well, you are.
So,
Anytime you find any, tell them to come into pinegroveprograms.org, sign up, and we'll send them a flyer. Every week, Paul, 4 times a year, he writes a paper and tells us what we've been doing and that kind of thing.
well, I apologize. I wanted to be a veteran years ago, and they wouldn't take me.
Yeah.
And about 3-4 years later, they decided it was okay. They're going to take me. By then, I already had plans in life, and it didn't involve them.
Right.
And I apologize for that too.
Yeah.
But I did want to go.
Yeah.
I felt pretty inferior when I came back. Everybody said, "What happened? I thought you was going to Vietnam." I thought I was too.
Yeah. But somebody else had a different plan for you.
They did.
Yep. They said, "We can use him in other places." We don't know his plan.
No, we don't.
He don't share it with us.
Sometimes you question how this happened or what happened.
Right.
A lot of times somebody's planning something for you.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's like the 2 old guys. He helped them out. I did. I was just his
Yep.
right-hand man at the
Right.
moment.
Yep. Yep.
I was going to say left, but
Yeah.
I'd rather be the right-hand man.
I would too. Yeah.
Maine Knows How. Brought to you by A&G Shooting, Modern Woodmen of America, Mainly Handrails, Pine Grove Programs, and J.W. Parks Golf Course. Digital Spirit Media. Maine Knows How.